that offensive coordinator. Y'all don't believe in me. You're trying to throw me out there to get me killed. Nope, I'm not doing it. Nope, I'm not doing it. And you know what? As a GM, I'd have backed Zach on that one because, why are you benching my quarterback? I drafted him number 2 with you, brother. And you know what? We ain't got Aaron Rodgers. He ain't walking through that door. Okay. We wasted a lot of money on all these people. Okay. So why don't we just go ahead, finish up the season with Zach Wilson? He was the number 2 pick for a reason because you liked him. You liked him. You thought he had the potential to make the New York Jets be on the next level. He gave you a versatile situation. You literally could have won the last 2 games if you would have just went with the guy at quarterback. I'm not going to say you could have won the last 2, but you could have went 1-1. Come on, Jeff. You got to give me that. Especially against the Falcons. He could have mustered you 2 touchdowns in that game. The Falcons do not have the same type of defense as the Jets. All right. So, you know what? At the end of the day, just get it over with. Just forfeit the rest of the season. Go try to acquire the best quarterback in the USFL or the XFL to finish up your season. You know what I mean? Because that's where you're at right now, Jets. And I know that the rest of the team don't want to play for this guy no more either because he's too indecisive, man. Why are you letting platforms decide what the team is going to do next week? Because I don't think any GM was really sold on doing what Saleh wanted to do. And when Saleh slammed Wilson to the ground, I said, you know what? I'm done. I'm done with this guy. He slams his own quarterback to the ground. He doesn't want the quarterback to play that bad, so he's willing to hurt the guy. Man, I know it's like, no, he didn't do it on purpose. Yeah, he did. You know what I mean? He had all right. He could have held that man up. He's body slammed that guy. And you know what? At the end of the day, Zach Wilson is escaped from the Jets right now. He is our boy from Escape from New York right now. All right, Kurt Russell. And at the end of the day, the Jets don't want to win football games. So I can't take him this week because they do have the defense that can shut him down. But you know what? Saleh's not going to give you an offense that's going to give you anything. So I'll just go ahead and take the Texans 6.5. This will probably be the Texans 1 or 2 final victories of the season. I don't see this team making the playoffs, Jeff. I actually see them finishing out 8-9. I know they're great. They look good. Everything's awesome. D'Amico Ryans is going to be a great coach in this league, but they just don't have the it factor, in my opinion. They got the great quarterback, but they are getting lucky against bad teams. They're not beating the best of the best. Yeah, you beat the Broncos, but the Broncos, what? They was 1-5 at one point this year. They're a topsy-turvy team as well, too. And then when I saw you guys struggle against the Cardinals, I was straight. So I'm going with the Texans, though, this week because it's just a hapless situation for the Jets. And you know what? CJ's playing so good, he's probably going to have his best game of the year where everybody has their best game of the year in New York City. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it shakes out. Well, actually, Jersey, not New York City, but New York City is the reason why they got the ratings, right? Yeah, Giants on another national game. Golly. We'll get to that in a minute, though. But Jeff, what are your thoughts and who do you have winning this game?
Turmoil in New York City, New Jersey, wherever you want to call it. Zach Wilson said no, and they cut Boyle. They cut Boyle today, and they took Brett Ripien off the Rams practice squad. So I don't know if Ripien will be starting. I don't know who will be starting, but I don't assume it'll be Zach Wilson. And there's starting to be that turmoil. And the Jets are in a tough spot here because as much as I thought Saleh would be the head coach next year, Rodgers turned 40, coming off of an Achilles. It was a great idea. I would probably try to move off of Rodgers and as well saying, hey, we tried. It isn't going to work. If you get rid of Saleh, then what? Rodgers is going to pick your next coach, and he's probably done after next year anyways. For the Houston Texans, D'Amico Ryan, again, my coach of the year in the NFL. They lose Tank Dell. Yep, they lose Tank Dell last week, who's had an amazing rookie year. Insert Noah Brown. He's healthy. He's back. But tough spot. My number had it 6.5 with a 37. Now down to 5.5 in some spots with a 33. They're pounding the under. Another snooze fest here. I like both defenses. I think Stroud will get enough done to get this a win for the Texans. It won't be pretty. I bought the hook, took them down to 6 pops, 20-10 maybe, 20-13. I like the Texans. It won't be easy. Whether it's Zach Wilson, whether it's Brett Ripien, whether it's Brett Favre, for all I care. Give me the Texans -6, survive in advance, and we move on.
Man, how about some Mark Rippin, his uncle? Just call it Mark the old chief. He won a Super Bowl. Since we just want to get guys that won Super Bowls, you know what I mean? And it's so funny to me. I always say to myself, the Jets could have signed Kaepernick like 6 times and they still haven't done it. And I would think that maybe they would want to say, okay, let's go ahead and see if he got something for us. But they went to the tryouts as well too, so he must not have nothing for him. So it is what it is at the end of the day. But good game here. Let me fix that, because that's an insult to what the Bengals did to these fellas last night. Because we got it to the point to where, okay, if you don't get Lawrence back, this could mean that y'all finish up the season 8-9. You might not win another game this year. This is a horrible situation for the Jags right now. Even though they most likely